Welcome to part 3 of my Kitbashed Accursed Cultist series. Go ahead and check out the first 2 parts and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. This time, I like the torso of one Blood Reaver and the legs of a different Blood Reaver, so let's put them together. I wanted the cuts to be relatively clean so I can more easily use the pieces that I'm not using for this on something later. I never really know what that'll be, but it's good to have them around. I'm trying not to describe every little thing that I do so that editing these videos is easier, and as a result, it'll motivate me to get videos out sooner and maybe even more frequently. Don't hold your breath on that one. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a banter sort of thing while you watch me work. But yeah, let's talk inspiration for this cultist. One of my favorite things ever is One Piece. I started watching the anime in 2019. I went with the dub so I could play it in the background and work on other stuff, like getting this channel started. I was completely hooked by Arlong Park, like most people. I realize this probably doesn't mean anything to people who haven't seen the show, but the post-Enies Lobby arc hit me really hard because at the time I was watching it, the timing belt broke on my car and ruined the engine, and having it repaired wasn't really a viable option. So I had to say goodbye to my first ever car, a blue Chevy Aveo. It carried me and my crew, who sadly weren't as permanent as the Straw Hats, on some pretty great adventures. So yeah, if you know post-Enies Lobby, you can see the parallels. One Piece started out as background noise while I worked, but I found myself stopping what I was doing and just watching it. In dub, yes, I'm a filthy dub lover, and I make no apologies for it. But quickly, I ran out of dubbed episodes around Punk Hazard, I think, so I actually switched to One Pace because, yeah, they really stretched those episodes out. I got caught up in Wano, and now am a manga reader, eagerly awaiting the release of each new chapter. Bit of a rant, but yeah, I love One Piece, and I constantly pull inspiration from it. So if you can't tell where I'm going with this cultist, I'm making 50% of a Chaos version of Ludacris from the Get Back music video. Just playing. Actually a Chaos version of Luffy's Gear 3rd form. One massive arm for punching enemies really hard. I wanted to go even bigger, but these were the largest arm and fist bits that I had. Plus, even at this size, I had to go back and forth carving out the new shoulder and applying sprue goo until it looked like the arm was actually enlarged and not just a large arm glued onto a smaller torso. I'm pretty happy with this one. You could say it brings me joy, boy. I have a feeling this won't be the last time that I reference One Piece during this Accursed Cultist series, which is ongoing, and I'd love to hear what you think of these videos so far. And hey, if you are a One Piece fan, drop a reference or an underrated character in the comments. And if not, tell me you hate me and make fun of my dead car. A bit more rambly than usual, but I really appreciate you sticking around till the end. Stay tuned.